Did you know that besides milk, there are many other foods that are high in calcium? Well, today we're going to talk about those foods that are not only high in calcium, but also easy to digest and absorb, especially for the elderly. We'll also share some interesting facts about calcium that you may not have known. So make sure to watch until the end. Some people drink milk every day, yet they still suffer from osteoporosis, while others who don't drink milk remain healthy and strong. Why is this? It's because getting enough calcium depends not just on how much you take in, but also on how well your body can absorb it. And as we age, our bodies become less efficient at absorbing calcium. But don't worry, there are simple and inexpensive foods that are even richer in calcium than milk, like cheese, tofu, yogurt, almonds, and leafy green vegetables. These foods are not only good sources of calcium, but also provide other nutrients that are essential for our bodies as we age. So if you want to learn more about these foods and how to incorporate them into your diet, stay tuned for more videos. We'll be sharing delicious recipes and practical tips that you can use to improve your bone health and overall well-being. My former neighbor, Mrs. Olivia Carter, is 68 years old and very active. But last winter, she slipped on her doorstep in London, England, and broke her wrist. She told me, "I thought I was doing everything right, drinking milk every day, yet my test results showed low calcium levels." The doctor explained that it's not just about whether she drank milk, but also about her overall diet, and more importantly, how well her body absorbed the calcium. A common misconception is that drinking milk guarantees strong bones. In reality, calcium is found in many different foods, often richer and more easily absorbed, especially for the elderly. The good news is that if you're unable to tolerate lactose or want to avoid animal products, there are plenty of plant-based calcium sources that are easy to find, eat, and digest. If until now you thought calcium only came from milk, what follows may surprise you. A viewer named Mr. George Miller, 72, wrote to us a few months ago. He said, "I'm 72 years old. I take your advice. I've started adding chia seeds to my morning yogurt and my bone density is now better." Well, was it the chia seeds? Maybe not entirely, but they definitely helped. See, when you add chia seeds to your food, they absorb liquid and expand, making your joints and bones feel stronger and more protected. And it's not just about what they do to your bones, it's also about what they do to your body. Chia seeds are tiny nutritional powerhouses. They contain more than twice the amount of calcium found in cow's milk. They're also rich in magnesium and vitamin E. Now, almonds are another story. They might be small, but they're mighty. A handful of almonds provides a whopping 260 milligrams of calcium. That's more than enough to meet your daily needs. Almonds are also rich in magnesium and vitamin E together. Calcium and magnesium work to build bone and protect against osteoporosis. Vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant, helps to keep cells healthy and reduces inflammation. So whether you sprinkle chia seeds on your cereal or enjoy a handful of almonds as a snack, these small changes can make a big difference for your joint and bone health. Stay tuned for more. 3 surprising foods that are high in calcium. Mrs. Emily Johnson, 65, from Toronto, Canada, started keeping a small jar of almonds on her kitchen counter. Each afternoon, instead of reaching for sweets, she chose a handful of almonds. She felt more energetic, noticed stronger bones, and her nails became sturdier. Adding almonds to her daily meals is surprisingly easy. You can eat them as a snack, mix them into your yogurt or salad, spread almond butter on your bread, or even make your own almond milk. Next up, a tiny warrior often overlooked in the kitchen, sesame seeds. Whole, or as tahini. Sesame seeds are rich in calcium and very beneficial for bones. You may see them sprinkled on sushi or hamburgers. But did you know 100 grams contains about 1,000 milligrams of calcium, nearly 4 times that of milk? Amazing for such small seeds. Sesame also contains zinc, magnesium, and phosphorus. All essential minerals for bone strength, along with healthy fats to reduce inflammation and support joint health. Add sesame seeds to your daily meals by sprinkling them on top of salads, roasted vegetables, soups, rice, or use tahini. A creamy sesame paste popular in Middle Eastern and Mediterranean cuisine. And finally, a food from the sea, but rich in calcium, sardines, including the bones. These small fish are often canned and have a strong flavor. And yes, they still have their bones, but these tiny bones are the best part. Just 100 grams provides about 380 milligrams of calcium. That's a lot. The small bones are easy to chew and digest. Sardines are also rich in vitamin D, which is essential for calcium absorption, as well as omega-3 for heart and brain health, and high-quality protein to maintain muscle mass as we age. Without vitamin D, calcium supplementation might end up depositing calcium in the wrong places, like in our blood vessels. But sardines provide a natural source of vitamin D, making it easier for our bodies to absorb and use the calcium they provide. When it comes to calcium-rich foods, the usual suspects are dairy and meat. But did you know there are other options out there? Over 70, Mr. Michael Thompson hated sardines. But after his cardiologist suggested them, he tried them on bread with lemon, and now he eats them every week. He's even feeling healthier. If you don't like the taste of sardines, try them in tomato sauce with pasta, or in a mustard salad, or with crackers and cucumber for a refreshing lunch. Another strong contender is tofu, especially calcium-set tofu. For those seeking a plant-based, versatile, and calcium-rich food, tofu made with calcium sulfate provides about 350 milligrams of calcium per 100 grams, equivalent to a glass of milk, but completely plant-based and cholesterol-free. Just make sure to choose the right tofu. Look for tofu sets with calcium sulfate. Tofu is gentle on digestion and an excellent alternative for the elderly who are sensitive to dairy. It's also a nutritional champion. It can be savory, sweet, or spicy. You can stir-fry it with garlic and broccoli for a calcium-rich dinner, blend it into a smoothie for creaminess, or bake it with herbs and olive oil for a crunchy, nutritious snack. Mrs. Susan Reynolds, a retired nurse in her 60s from Melbourne, Australia, switched to tofu after her doctor warned her that her cholesterol was high. She said, "I never thought I'd enjoy tofu. Now I crave it every day." Her doctor confirmed that her health had stabilized and she no longer returned to her old eating habits. And finally, let's explore green vegetables. With surprising calcium content, bok choy and kale are excellent choices. 100 grams of bok choy provides about 150 milligrams of calcium with high absorption efficiency. Kale contains about 230 milligrams per 100 grams, along with vitamins K, A, and C, which are essential for bone health. Both vegetables are low in oxalates, compounds that can hinder calcium absorption in spinach and some other vegetables. This is Mr. Robert Green. He's a retired teacher from Boston, USA, and this is his secret to strong bones. He grows kale behind his house, and he eats it almost every day. As a result, his bones are strong, and he can climb up the stairs without any difficulty. If you want to learn how to have bones of steel, then listen up. Alternate between bok, choy, and kale in your weekly meals. And don't forget to get your vitamin D and magnesium, because they help your body absorb more calcium. So how much calcium do we need? Men 51 to 70 need about 1,000 milligrams per day. Women 51 to 70 need about 1,200 milligrams per day. And for both sexes, over 70, we need 1,200 milligrams per day. And remember, spread out your calcium throughout the day. Divide it into meals and combine multiple sources for best absorption. To recap, we've covered 7 calcium-rich foods stronger than milk: chia seeds, almonds, sesame seeds, sardines, tofu, bok choy, and kale. Each one is easy to find, easy to cook, and most importantly, they all support strong bones, flexible muscles, and a healthy heart. Add them to your weekly menu and observe your body's reaction. And lastly, thank you for joining us. Please subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications for more helpful videos from Dr. Ben. Wishing you a peaceful day, full of energy and a positive spirit.